friends, it's Mrs. Price here, and I just wanted to share with you some information about the color wheel. Now, just so you know, the color wheel and color theory, which is ideas about color, are things that we could just spend forever learning about. There's so many things to learn. But I just wanted to start out by giving you some basic ideas about where the colors are on the color wheel, and to share some fun new names that some of you may have already seen on the side of your crayons, especially if you have the big crayon boxes at home. So I wanted to chat a little bit about that. So the first thing we're going to do is start out with the color wheel itself. Okay, so you can see right here. So you can see our basic colors. You can see our yellow, you can see our green, our blue, our purple, our red, you can see our orange. And in between them, you can see some really interesting names of other colors. For example, this yellowish green is called chartreuse. This bluish green is called aquamarine. This bluish purple color is called indigo. Our purplish orange, reddish color is magenta. And our reddish orange color we have is vermilion. It's that word right there. And then between our orange and our yellow, we have that color amber. So you can see they have some really interesting names. And like I mentioned, you may recognize some of them. Now, one of the things we want to think about is if we want our picture, whatever we're coloring, to look like it's all blended, to look like it's what we call in harmony or unity, meaning that we kind of look at our picture as one big whole and one big idea, then we want to use colors that are next to each other. And there's a big word for that called adjacent. So that just means that the colors are near each other on the color wheel. Now, the other thing we might sometimes want to do is make your colors look very bold and interesting and pop out. And if we want to do that, we want to use colors that are opposite. So like yellow and purple, or amber and indigo, or orange and blue. And those colors are called, another big word, called complementary. And they're opposite, as you can see. Okay, yellow and purple, like I said, and also red and green too. So when we look at their color wheel, we want to see where the colors are, and that will tell us whether we're going to get contrast, meaning that they're very different, or that they blend together, like I mentioned before, and create harmony. Now, another thing I wanted to point out is that when we talk about color and color ideas, these are things that we can really talk about and learn about our whole lives. And I just wanted to bring up an example of that. So sometimes if you've ever gone to one of the hardware stores or something like that, where you go and help your parents, you may see something like this. So these are paint samples. And as you can see, we just have so many types of colors here. So even, in the green, let's say, we have so many different types of green. And then in the yellows and greens, we have so many different types. So we can learn about color and use color for our entire lives. So we're learning a little bit about it now, and we're learning how to color our work. But as we get older, there are so many different ways that we could use color in our lives, and this is only just one example. But I wanted to share with you, just starting from those colors, how many we could possibly end up with. So I hope that you enjoyed this quick tutorial. Again, this is a lifetime of learning, and we can keep on going with this topic, but this is a great place to get started. So I hope you liked it. Thanks for joining me.